Hey, Scott Schrader here with We Are SC and on three. USC just got a huge commitment from four-star wide receiver Xavier Jordan from Sierra Canyon High School. He's a kid that USC offered in late January after a visit. I think it was actually his first visit to USC. And at that time, I communicated with a coach that was with him on that visit, and he shared some video with me and just kind of went and checked out his huddle. I really wasn't all that familiar with Xavier back in January, but it was clear to me that it's just based off what I was looking at from huddle. And he was playing for Cathedral High School the last 3 years. Was that this, in my opinion, looked like the top receiver on the West Coast. You got a couple of guys who were just like right there as the top guys, he and Ryan Pelham. But what I really, really love most about Jordan, well, first of all, USC fans should love the fact that, I asked him if he was going to take visits after he announced his commitment. And he said, I really don't have any interest in other schools. So, this is probably going to play out a lot like Makai Lemon and Zachariah Branch, where, they may still talk to other schools and all that kind of stuff, but he's probably going to just go through this process and end up enrolling at USC in January, a la those two guys. But this is a kid who is nowhere near his ceiling. He's going to improve significantly with his route running, his pass catching, and everything about his knowledge of the game of football. He's at a great spot right now at Sierra Canyon. They have an outstanding coaching staff. Even this past Saturday, he was getting coached up by Trojan great Terrell Thomas, who is a coach at Sierra Canyon, and there's a great staff there. So this year, he's going to develop probably a pretty good amount. But one of the best descriptions that I got, I was at a 7-on-7 event in Las Vegas. He was playing for Trillion Boys, and I was just trying to find that comp. Fans love who does he compare to, and then I heard he gives off strong Jordan Addison vibes. And that's a perfect description for him. And I think they're very similar in that Jordan Addison developed great. He came into Pitt and he made an impact right away. And I'm not saying that Xavier can't do that as well, but this is a kid who is going to be a far, far better football player 3 years from now than he is today. And there are a lot of guys that are highly ranked to where oftentimes we feel like they've hit their ceiling or are close to it. And Xavier Jordan is definitely not that guy. Great personality, great fit. He's a team player. He's not a look at me guy. He doesn't spend a lot of time on social media, although he probably should start spending more time with social media, kind of kick up that NIL valuation that On3 has. But this is a big pickup. He's probably not going to be a guy that's going to do a whole lot of recruiting for USC, but he will do some. He has a teammate, Eugene Brooks, who is one of USC's top offensive line prospects, and he will take a visit in June. I believe he's going to be setting that up soon, and we'll be taking that in June, just like Xavier is. But USC's two commits are offensive guys. One's tight end Joey Olson. He committed months ago. He actually committed last year. And I think he's going to be the same way. There's going to be no looking back for him either. So this is something to build on. This gives a little momentum as we head into the final 4 weeks or so, 4 to 5 weeks before the official visits start coming on in June. So anyway, USC fans have a lot to celebrate with Xavier Jordan. He's definitely one of those players that I think nationally as a college football player will be garnering a lot of attention down the road.